So, what is a human? It's easy to say what a human is not compared to all the other species that inhabit Elavida, but what are they? Why don't we start statistically? Humans make up the largest portion of the population of Elavida, at a total of 19%. Now, that might not seem like a lot, but for a society with 6 other separate species, it's still more than you'd think. There are theories that the humans are the original species of Elavida, and everything can be traced back to their lineage. Of course, if you ignore the countless amounts of fossils found scattered throughout the world with distinctly unhuman-like features, but we'll save those for another time. Most cities and villages are dominated by the human population. Fraj is said to be the origin in which all civilizations spawned, and to this day it is populated with only humans. Since humans are the majority, catering to them is determined to be the default, i.e., most companies and brands look to share the visages of humans in their campaigns rather than the 6 other species. Humans, along with their hybrid counterparts, tend to value social status. They value material goods to show off their status and often furnish their homes and/or themselves with such material goods. The way they show their love is through gift giving. When it comes to personal connections, humans value dinner time the most, as it is the one key point that everyone can get together and have quiet peace. It is very inappropriate for other humans to skip out on dinner or refuse to dine with their family and/or friends. Humans are considered to be the least offensive species on Elavida. Not necessarily because they're good, but because they're often unfairly documented as not being a threat. Since they often don't have the outward appearance of danger like vampires or demons, they're often able to skate by, despite the large pieces of prejudice that are present in their communities. Humans don't like vampires because a vampire's venom is particularly toxic to humans. Humans don't like abnormal human hybrids because they're difficult to read. With the abnormal hybrids being a mix of several different creatures, it's hard to gauge how they'll react or interact with others. Humans don't like the venom hybrids because they're seen as similar to the vampires. Humans are wary of phoenixes because they become indirectly linked with the angels, a species that considers themselves high and mighty, i.e., why they also don't like the angels. And humans don't like the demons because they're made to believe that they are godless beings from hell. The most important contribution to society humans have made is this little thing known simply as magic. Most of the other species' abilities are deemed inherent to the way they were born, so they aren't considered magic. But for humans, magic is something you have the ability to learn. While humans cannot channel any elemental magics, there are different forms of magic that they can use on a regular basis. The first and most broad type of magical ability are magic spells. Spells are determined by the fact that they can be countered by other spells without repercussions to either caster. A very small number of spells are fast enough to be used in hand-to-hand combat. Spells such as flashbangs, disorienting spells, illusion spells, and limited teleportation spells can be used relatively quickly. Most spells take a while to conjure and leave the caster vulnerable to outside forces. In order to cast a spell, one would need an enchanted object, such as a wand, spellbook or tome, or incantation circle. Several casters can combine their powers for one spell, but this will not make them go any faster. Speaking of enchantments, enchantments are long to very long spells that are used to store magic within an object. Enchantments can be used to animate an object to do things for you, including mundane tasks like cooking and cleaning, as well as impossible tasks like flying. If a human uses an enchantment on an object for transportation, such as flying or riding, it will be physically taxing on the caster, and the transportation will be slower than the average thing. Weapons can also be enchanted and given different mystical abilities including strength, agility, and durability. The next type of magic is known as curses. Curses are defined as spells that can be countered, but not immediately, and with repercussions to both the caster who casted the curse and the one who is trying to counter it. Curses typically seek to harm or incapacitate individuals. This includes sleep spells in which someone is put to sleep for an extended period of time, pain spells in which someone is made to feel intense pain if they were to be hit, and transformation spells in which someone is turned into something or someone else for a time. Luckily, curses are not common knowledge among most humans. In fact, most information about curses is rumored to be stored away in hidden archives beyond human sight. It is said that if a majority of humanity were to find out about these curses, the humans would be more feared than any other species. The next type of magic are potions. Potions are stored spells that take a longer time to process, similar to how meat needs to marinate for a while before it's ready to be cooked. Most potions are spells that seek to give the user some sort of enhancement to their abilities. Want to be stronger, faster, or smarter for a time? Need to breathe underwater, see in the dark, or hover? That is what potions are for. A potion's effect will wear off after a while, and since they take so long to conjure, they are very valuable and very scarce. And the last type of magic we will be talking about for this section is arguably the darkest and most unknown of the whole group. This type of magic has only been used once in recorded history, and it wasn't even a human who used it. This magic is known simply as a hex. A hex is defined as a spell that has repercussions to the initial caster and affects a large number of people. It cannot be countered, and the only supposed way to be rid of it is through sacrifice. It is not known exactly what type of sacrifice they speak of. The fact that magic left the human sphere and was able to be used by other species is both a good thing and a bad thing for humanity, as this travesty will show. Moving forward, let's talk about corruption. Are humans the most susceptible to corruption? That's debatable, but there is one thing known for certain. Humans' propensity for magic mixed with their lower status on the food chain compared to other species has pulled them closer to destruction. Humans corrupted by other humans are often victims of what is known as taboo magic. Taboo magic are known magical abilities that are said to be too dangerous and heinous to be used by anyone. They are the only magical abilities that come with prison sentences if one is found to be using them. Unlike curses and hexes, taboo magic is well known, and the information on how to perform it is readily available. Taboo magic includes necromancy, mind control, and voodoo, otherwise known as torture magic. Humans who look to corrupt others have no qualms with using taboo magic. Their most popular one is mind control, which includes forcing others to do their bidding, forcing others to fall in love with them, or molding someone to believe whatever they say and that they can't be a threat to them. Necromancy is usually paired with humans who have unethical scientific beliefs or theories and need test subjects. While voodoo is usually paired with fringe human communities that live outside the realms of known society, the hardest ones to track down are voodoo users, because it can be done from anywhere in the world and the spells are not easily countered. Then, there are humans that are corrupted by the Lurid. The Lurid is dark, unknown magic that permeates the world of Elavida. It's unknown where this magic comes from. All types of people from all 7 species have been accused of being the source of the Lurid, but no one can find its source. When a human is corrupted by the Lurid, they are given abilities beyond normal human comprehension. They can be stronger and faster than normal humans. Not to mention, the Lurid appears as forms of dark red plasma that can burn any normal human on contact. It also helps them conjure up creatures from the darkness, illusions, and weapons unknown to humanity. The Lurid also corrupts humans physically and mentally. Humans infected by the Lurid are often unable to see past their own desires and have feelings of grandeur. Their physical forms also change. Their scleras turn dark red and cracks begin to appear across their bodies. It is believed the longer a human is infected with the Lurid, the more cracks will spread throughout them. It is unknown to what degree this will change their insides. These humans also have a dark red aura surrounding them. It is unknown why the Lurid is specifically attracted to the humans. There are no current known cases of another species being infected with the Lurid. So, what is a human? A human is a person who created their own subset of magical abilities to compete with other species on Elavida. A human is an individual with the power to grow and change the world around them just due to the sheer size of their people. A human can be easily corrupted or manipulated. Some humans are evil, some are good. Humans are the ones leading the charge in finding new ways of developing medicine in order to save the growing population of Elavida. A human is unwilling to lie down in the face of adversity. A human is able to mold the traditions and personalities of other species into their own. They have become a melting pot of subcultures, lives, and tradition. A human is prideful and maybe at times deceitful, much like the angels. A human is family-oriented, like the Phoenixes. A human is wary and devoted, like the demons. A human is stronger in a group, like the vampires. A human is not tethered to the confines of what they can't do. If only phoenixes can survive near an active volcano, humans will invent thermal suits to be with them. If only demons can live for long stretches of time in the frigid tundra, then humans will bundle themselves in animal furs and pelts to join them. Humans are the ones said to uphold the gods from ancient wreckage. The gods' names, their purpose, their devotees, and how they seek to help humanity. All rediscovered by the humans who went out looking for the wreckage of long-gone civilizations. Shivka, Ghana, Vaita, Osman, and Olufemi. The gods that protect and covet the world of Elavida. The humans have more purpose than they are given credit for. And something tells me it will be these very humans that end up shifting the balance of their world once and for all.